we're in Nelson's living room, or listening room, and we're going to start with one of your greatest hits. And this is not for sale. This is a one-of-a-kind, or actually a two-of-a-kind amplifier, right?
These are monoblock amplifiers. They're 20 watts into 8, 40 watts into 4. They'll drive 2 ohm loads. They're called the Beast with 1,000 JFETs, an homage to the movies of Roger Corman. And each channel has approximately 1,280 little JFET transistors, all operating in unison to create an amplifier. There's another board on this other side of each one, so there's really twice as many as what you see here.
Wow.
And this is one of my very favorite amplifiers. The only difficulty being is that the transistors in question are now going for fabulous amounts of money. And so, as I point out to people, I left the leads nice and long in case I would ever wish to harvest them.
Oh, no.
I would never want to do that. But my daughter made a nice poster. It's an actual copy of a Roger Corman poster for that movie, except that the Beast has become that row of JFETs on a green circuit board in the background. So
that's extra cool.
That's one of my favorites.
So can you imagine in 100 years if Antiques Roadshow is still on public television and somebody winds up with these things and hauls them in and knows this story, how cool that'll be?
Could be, if they know what a transistor is.
Well, it'll be, it'll be archaic.
Here is a painting from Herb Reichert.
Yeah.
And it is a gift from Herb from his last visit.
Stereophile Herb, yeah.
Yes. And let's see, down below, I've got a 400 CD changer. I actually own 4 of those. A Sony HAP Z1 ES music server system. A couple of preamps. A B1 with the new tube, Korg new tube on it, which has got a little tiny tube right on the board. I can show it to you like that, you see?
Wow.
And
but this is a real product. This isn't a one-off.
That right now, I made 10, and right now the DIYers are building them.
Oh, wow.
And then here's another one which uses, in this case, a Cinemag step-up transformer instead of a usual gain stage. And let's see, to your right, down. Oh, up here I have, this is a photograph by Norm Thagard, or from Norm Thagard, NASA astronaut who was on Challenger 7 and also was on the Mir space station for quite a few months. Good friend of mine who co-designed a power amplifier with me in the early 90s that we published. Down here is a computer-based Melissa system for measuring loudspeakers. Got a nice little condenser mic and all the equipment that makes that go. Of course, a record cleaning machine.
Of course.
Yes. Down below, you got lots of vinyl and scattered around. And I have vinyl in 3 different locations at this point. So this is one of the early Panasonic direct drive Technics direct drive turntables, and it's been fitted with a power supply, a unit which is off there to the down on the shelf.
But the cartridge is special.
But the cartridge is special. It is a DS optical cartridge. It has a little light inside, a LED type light, solid state light that shines on what amounts to a shutter that's modulated by the motion of the stylus. There's actually 2 versions. That's the latest one. This is the earlier one, and for all intents and purposes, this one sounds a lot like a moving magnet, and that one sounds like a lot like a moving coil.
And then this box is
that box is the preamp that it comes with it.
Right.
And let's see, below that is our XP15 phono stage for when some other real normal cartridge is plugged in.
Okay.
To its right, we got up top the speakers. We've got 3 different versions of tweeters. I got the raw, smallest raw ribbon on the left. I have the Pioneer ribbon tweeter that goes to 100 kilohertz in the middle, and a nice little Fostex T90 super tweeter.
And they're sitting on this monster.
And that monster is these are Tannoy 15-inch coaxial, the HPD series. These were made in the 60s. And they are actually not stock in the sense that they are mounted upside down or mounted in an upside-down version of the Jensen Imperial boxes
Uh-huh.
with a special crossover that my partner Joe Samet labored over for 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, this is the reference standard speaker at Pass Labs. So that when we have to be listening to stuff and we know that we're all listening to the same system,
Right.
these are the speakers that we
So
use.
Wayne Coburn has these speakers?
He doesn't have them out here, poor baby.
Okay. But you have other people that work for you that have
Yes,
these speakers.
indeed. And let's see what I was going to say. Oh, well, and Joe, after all that work, was always very clear that these are just simply the tools. These aren't the best speakers that you would ever want to listen to, in his opinion.
Right.
They are, in fact, the most revealing of amplifier characteristics.
Hence, that's why they're here.
And they are tools. In front, I have a pair of cubes. These are the Cube Audio, made in Poland. This is brand new stuff, or a year-old stuff.
But the cubes aren't, the speakers, this is just the driver.
This is just a box.
Right,
And my
right.
friend John Verheulen, who distributes cubes,
Right.
brought me a box because I requested it. Previous to this, we were running them in open baffles. In fact, when Herb was here,
when Herb was
they were
here,
mounted
right.
up in OBs.
Right.
Let's see. Back there's an XP30, which
Right.
is quite some years old at this point, but still serving human duty. Our one and only DAC from many years ago, the D1, which is still my favorite.
But not in production.
And I own two of them, and I won't let them go anywhere.
And they're not in production, the DAC.
No, not in production.
Okay. And then a couple of first watts.
Yeah, there's an F7 and a SIT3 down below.
Yeah, the backs
And
of
below
them.
that is something that is, this actually was
This
a
is
prototype
brand new.
copy, but the production is now just rolling off the line. This is an INT25, which is an integrated version of our XA25 amplifier.
Yep.
Farther to the right, you see a complementary set of what you saw on the left, except for I have a nice oscilloscope sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
The scope is set so that you can watch the waveforms coming out of the amp driving the speaker. And that is what's known as the 1 watt window, a waveform that sits inside that screen without going out of the borders,
Uh-huh.
can be done by an amplifier rated at 1 watt RMS.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and so you can be listening to something, but you have a real fine sense of how much power you're really dealing in,
Uh-huh.
and invariably it is less than you think. My collection of EC comics from the 50s, given to me by my family, one set at a time. And let's see. Oh, I have here a handbill
Oh, wait.
from a Frank Zappa concert at Pepperland in San Rafael. This is from my young years, and a person I know out here. We were talking about that one day, and he said, "Did you ever see Zappa at Pepperland?" I said, "Yes, I did." And he goes, "I have the handbill for that." And then subsequently, he had it stuck in a frame, and he gave it to me.
Speaking of Zappa, you have this painting.
I have that. My sister painted that picture of Zappa. And then, let's see, I have the Miracle Row of patents along the top. I have two more that are still back at the factory. And these were patents for various circuits that I did. And I also actually got a British patent in 1979. There it is. And that's what they look like. Over here, I've got, this is a precious item. This is an original photo of the very first transistor taken at Bell Labs. And there was one print made on this occasion. There was one print made. This is it, and it is signed by the three inventors.
Wow.
That is, to keep it from fading, I normally do not display it. I normally just
I'm honored.
keep it with the sun off
And this
of it. This is a switching box for A/B testing of amplifiers.
Blind test.
Blind testing. I can actually set it up blind or not. And what's cool is the XP30 has dual outputs. And so you can have it drive both sets of amplifiers, and you can adjust the levels just perfectly.
Nice.
In case the amplifiers don't have exactly the same level. This is a lot of fun. Let's see. Underneath here are I can't see.
Those are secrets. Okay, we'll move on.
No, it's not that. It's just that the drivers. These are Seaz full-range drivers, 8-inch. Over
And we're gonna end
here,
here,
I've
right?
got. Let's see. I've got a signed autographed copy from the set of 2001 with the astronauts in there.
Wow.
Below that, I have an autographed copy from Roger Corman, my favorite director of all time, thanking me for lunch.
Yikes.
And here is an autographed playbill from a performance by Philip Glass.
Nice. I think our work here is done.
I think so.
So thank you. Thank you for your hospitality. This
My
has been
pleasure.
fantastic.
Thank you for coming.
Now you guys out there have seen the inner workings
Yes.
of Nelson's.
This is it.
This is it. You've been to.
Don't look for anything else.
Wow. Thank you so much, Nelson.
Thank you.
My name is Steve Guttenberg. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you again real soon. Well, back in Brooklyn. Bye.